Man, we back and it is Monday. Happy Labor Day to everybody rocking with us tonight. Listen, this is a true OG straight up Tennessee show tonight. I got my guy Turn with me, man. We're going to go on all things NC State today. Obviously, Saturday was great. I got to get Turner's thoughts on what he felt about the game. You know, looking back to Saturday, what did he like offensively, defensively? What excites him? What's the thing that's holding him up right now leading into this week against NC State? I'm going to just tell y'all something right now, top of the show. I went back and watched the NC State game again. And if they are even 10% as bad as they were against Western Carolina on Saturday, and Tennessee does what we know they can do, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long, long night. But, you know, it's the Who Is show. We're going to dive in. Who is NC State? What are they about? What do they bring to the table? What do we need to be looking out for? But most of all, who is Tennessee going to be on Saturday? I'm excited. I'm anxious, just ready to see what this team truly is, because I think the season has not even started until Saturday. The season officially starts this Saturday. Y'all know what it is, man. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the NC State, I should say welcome to the Monday Rundown, aka Who Is NC State? It's your boy Ruck in the building. I got my guy Turn with me, man. Let's get it. It's straight up Tennessee, baby.
First play, second quarter, touchdown Tennessee. That throw's intercepted. Pierce down the sideline. Touchdown.
Y'all already know what it is. We got the boys in here tonight. This is an OG show, like I told y'all. Man, y'all know what to do. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you never miss an episode. Man, this weekend was nuts. 970 subscribers, y'all. 30 away. Can we get to 30 before Florida? That's what I'm asking. Can we get to 1K before Florida? October 12th.
Florida.
This is crazy. Y'all are cooking it. Apple and Spotify, what's up? It's a Tuesday for y'all, but what's happening, man? It is the Monday Rundown, aka the Who Is NC State episode, man. Tonight, we're going to get into all things NC State. Who are they? Offensively, defensively, what do we need to look out for? But most of all, we're going to talk about Tennessee. What does Tennessee need to do? It's going to be this game. I feel like this is the first time in a long time for me. Last year, every time we played anywhere, I was nervous. This is the first time I go into a game where I'm like, top 25 matchup, which from what I'm hearing, NC State is not going to be ranked come tomorrow. Florida State and Boston College have to play before the AP poll rolls out on Tuesday. So from what I'm hearing, because of their performance, it's highly doubtful that they will be ranked. So it could not be a ranked matchup. But for now, it is. And so, yeah, excited for tonight, though, man. We're going to dive in. Hypo had an interview today. Ethan Davis, Will Brooks, all met with the media. We'll talk a little bit about their comments, but most of all, we're going to just talk about forecasting this game on Saturday. We'll get into all the nitty gritty, but Turn, what's up, Brody? I ain't talked to you today, man. What you doing?
What up, my boy? What up, my boy? Just went to the lake today. You already know.
Man. So if y'all don't know, Turner got that money, okay? He got boats and Range Rovers and all.
No, bro.
Oh, man. Let me hit the chat up real quick. Dylan Elam, what's up, boy? He says, check the Discord right now if you need to know anything about how this NC State game is about to go. We got hot takes from Dylan. I'm telling you, he's going to be dropping them all night. My boy Adrian's in the building. What's good? What's happening, man? Nick Green, what's up, Nick? GBO.
Yes,
for
sir.
life, baby. I want to go back to what Dylan said real quick about check the Discord. If y'all didn't know, just join the straight up Tennessee family right there. There should be a button somewhere around here. I don't know exactly where it is on your screen, hit join the channel, man. It's literally $2. You're going to get in our Discord channel where we literally blow that thing up. We are talking all the time about all things Tennessee. And if you want in on that, all you got to do is join the channel. Super simple, $2. You're never going to see that thing come out of you. Stop buying McDoubles. You hear me? Stop buying McDoubles and buy some straight up Tennessee, baby. Tim Rice, what's up, Tim? He says straight up Tennessee, baby. Jacqueline Rucker, that's a very familiar name. That's my wife, y'all. Dylan Elam, let me hold a couple grand real quick, Turner. Dylan said, let me hold a couple grand real Turn, bro. Before we even dive into NC State, obviously everybody still is in awe of what happened on Saturday. Obviously, you know, it was UTC, but a lot of people don't realize like that team was not like the worst FCS team we've ever seen.
Well, it's nice too, because I mean, I looked at my wife about 5 minutes into the game. I was like, you know what? This is nice. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, there's no like what ifs.
No.
There's no like, oh man, hey, they got 15 yards right there. Like, oh man, they about to kick a field goal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just domination, bro.
Pure domination the whole night.
And the fact that James Pierce, everybody was like, oh, James Pierce didn't play that good. I'm like, he played 10 snaps, y'all.
This man played 10 snaps.
Yeah.
10. Like Varsity Blues. 10.
Hey,
10.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised D Sant played as much as he did.
Man. I was surprised that he played as much as he did. But then when I started to actually think about it, I was like, nah, like he hasn't played all camp. They're going like, bro, you gotta get hit, homie.
And he didn't come out, bro. First 2 drives.
Wasn't looking tired at all.
Ooh.
Bro, me and Corey was talking about that. Me and C2 were like, this man literally was snap, run, halfback swing pass. And the man didn't look exhausted at all. That is what is scary to me about going up there to Charlotte Saturday, bro. Like, this team has been good tempo-wise, but we finally saw that. We saw that clicking again. You know what I'm saying? And if you can pop off 3, you pop off one run, 5 yards, another one, 6. Then you hit a little comeback route. Defense already like, oh my God, bro, we cannot stop them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
facts.
Already. And so at that point, you already hit them in the mouth, and they're just like, man. And that's what happened against UTC. First play, stuck in the pocket, roll right, bop. And they're like, oh my gosh. And it just started right there. Boom, boom, boom. And as long as the tempo is locked in, Tennessee scored on their first 7 drives Saturday. Did you realize that?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Straight tutties.
Yeah, I mean, Nico was 10 for 10. Started out 10 for 10.
What'd you like about it? What'd you like about it? And then what's something that you're just kind of still like, I don't know, I'm scratching my head on it.
Man, what I liked is I don't, and this is gonna sound so weird. I was talking to a buddy of mine at church Sunday morning about it. I was like, and you might have did this too. This has nothing to do with the game really, but sitting there during warm-ups and like, you know, they all come, like their wide receivers, running backs are all out there. Then everybody comes out and they're going through like drills and stuff. I'm sitting down there looking because they warm up in our end zone. I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, we look like a SEC school.
What I said something similar. I was like, I'm watching them doing warm-ups and I'm like, bro, why are they out here running these routes like they playing against Alabama on air? I was like, dude, I ain't never seen them locked in like that in a warm-up. I was like, yeah, these dudes different. Like they're different, bro.
No, bro, but offensively, man, I think I like people. You can say what you want. I mean, I know it's UTC, so I mean, Nico had time, but I don't care how much time you got. Those balls are accurate,
bro.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. If y'all have never seen Aaron Murray's YouTube channel, he is the former Georgia quarterback. He actually has a YouTube channel where he goes in and actually breaks down film of quarterbacks. He did a 25-minute video that dropped, I think, this morning, and I watched most of it about Nico Iamaleava. This guy hates Tennessee. He went to Georgia. He has had nothing but terrible things to say about Tennessee in the media. This man is in love with Nico Iamaleava. He's talking like he's breaking down specific plays saying, His feet are in the right place. He's throwing the ball perfectly. Like dot. He's literally like he's walking through plays. I specifically on the video he talks. He runs through the play, the Brazil dig route across the middle. He's basically explaining like, and I didn't realize this in the game. Like while I'm watching the game live, I'm like, oh, there's Chris. Like he's there, and Nico hits him right. Like I see it, but what he showed us in slow motion was there were 3 linebackers. Three. Like if this is Brazil right here, there are 3 linebackers like this. 1, 2, 3. And he literally puts it right over top in the smallest window. Because if you remember, Braz catches it and instantly gets hit by the safety coming from the long. Aaron Murray's like, he's literally like, how does he even make that throw? Like he's like, the fact that he put that on time over 3 linebackers in the middle of a zone, he's like, this kid is insane. And that's all we need to know as Tennessee fans. If he's doing that, I don't care who you're playing. Again,
that's what
that does not matter. That type of timing and that type of accuracy, dude, you can't teach that. You cannot teach that. That's instincts, bro. That's instinct.
100%. And I mean, Dante catches that deep ball mid stride. I mean, there's no slow
He didn't
down.
break. No break.
No nothing.
No break. Man, before you tell me what you're kind of still scratching your head on and like how you truly feeling, like what is the thing that you're like, I got to see this fixed, or I got to see more of this before Saturday. The boy Adrian always dropping the 20. He says week 2 prediction, 48-17, 5 sacks, 2 by James Pierce, 1 interception by Ricky Gibson, big game by the running backs. Screenshot it, y'all. He wasn't wrong last week. He said 60. He said 60, and I was like, "You're losing your mind." And he said 62 exactly, and they gave him 7 more. So, shout out to my boy Adrian. Dylan Elam says, "I'll say this: Chattanooga and Western Carolina play in the same conference, and Chattanooga only finished a game better than Western Carolina. It's going to be a slaughter in their own backyard." I like that energy. Tim Rice says, what about Jordan Ross with the block and scoop and score? He's going to be a beast, 100%. Dylan also says Nico will go down as one of, if not the best UT quarterback ever. I said what I said. Tim agrees. Dylan then mentions we only have 2 years with him, so we got to enjoy the show while it's in town. He said, then then Faison Brandon will be here, so we'll be okay. Very true. This is the problem that good programs have.
We got a 4-star coming in next year too.
George Mack gonna do his thing. Because I was saying this a couple shows ago. Like people are like, why do we have so many good quarterbacks, and why do we have so many this, and why do we have so many that? It's like, look, with the portal, somebody's gonna transfer. We know that, but it probably ain't gonna be George, and it definitely ain't gonna be Faison. So it's probably gonna be Jake Merklinger. But that's the thing. You gotta keep guys, man. You never know. Because right now, after Nico, I don't want to see none of them. I don't want to see Gaston Moore. That performance was horrible on last week. I was like, nah, big dog. This man throwing the ball late. I mean, he's like a second late from having literally 3 touchdown passes. Literally.
I will say this though, it's nice though. I will tell you this. I know they were all out of bounds. Or at least 2 touchdowns were, and I know they were coming from Gaston, but I really think if the ball is in the air,
Braz is getting it.
There's a great chance Brazil's gonna come down with it.
Yeah, Braz getting that thing. Dylan said Gaston really disappointed me. Yeah, same. I talked about it yesterday a little bit, but before we dive into the scout of who NC State is, looking back one more time, what's the thing that you're like, man, we got to clean this up, or I need to see more of this Saturday?
I don't know, man. It's really not something that I'm worried about. You just didn't get to see it much, and maybe that's because we're paying them millions of dollars to come play us. I don't know, but UTC did not throw the ball much. So
and when they did, like, it was all underneath.
Yeah, so like we didn't really get to see much of the DBs. I mean, you got to see a little bit. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see some of them deep coverages. Like I want to see them 3rd and longs, like when they're having to push it down the field. If it was third and more than 8, UTC was running the football or dumping it
Yep.
off underneath.
Yep. Yeah. I'm with you. I think that was the biggest thing that I mentioned too, is like we didn't get tested in the back end, which I'm cool with. I don't want to get tested this week. But that means that the front seven doing their job. I
Yeah.
mean, legit, right? So, but if so, it's like we're going to get tested this week because NC State got some boys. Justin Jolly, the transfer from UConn, who should have been involved. We're going to let him know why he should have been involved on Saturday. Then obviously Kevin Concepcion is cold, bro. KC Concepcion, he's cold. He is. We're going to talk all about them literally right here in a second. But before we dive into the scout, just who NC State is, my boy Tennessee Jr. is in the building. He said he was a little off, but he's capable, just not long-term, better backup than most have. Talking about Gaston Moore. Yeah. I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan says, good news is the bigger schools won't have time to throw, so it all works out. Very true. And Tennessee Jr. says that line can't hold up long enough to throw long as far as UTC. That's very true. They just didn't have enough time.
Mm-hmm.
And he said Jolly and Concepcion are great. Yeah. So who is NC State? Let's dive into this real quick. NC State, ACC school, obviously last week, pitiful showing against Western Carolina, but they're not going to do that again. I'm going to say they're not going to do that again, because if they do, I promise Tennessee will win by 4 touchdowns on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
If they show up, like I said, 10% the way they did, I promise you Tennessee's winning by 4 touchdowns. But Dave Doran is the head coach, been there for some time now. They did just get the big transfer from Coastal Carolina in Grayson McCall, who did not play well last week. Yes, he threw for 300+ yards, but he played 4 quarters. Nico threw for 300 yards and played 2 quarters. He was 26 of 40. Passing completions were not very good for McCall. Missed 14 shots. Didn't look like his normal self, according to the media. I've never watched him play. I've seen his numbers before at Coastal Carolina, but I was never like, I'm going to watch Grayson McCall play. Like, I don't care. But I watched him play last week, and it was bad. Like, it wasn't, let me say this. It wasn't bad, but considering who you were playing, it was bad, right? Like, it was bad. They do have a great running back in Jordan Waters. He's a transfer from Duke. He had 20 touches last week, and in his 20 touches, he still had less rushing yards than Dylan Sampson did in 12 carries.
Oh, yeah.
Against who? Western Carolina. Let me tell y'all something. NC State, it was a 10-point game with like 6 minutes left in the game before NC State scored another touchdown late.
Mm-hmm.
So don't let the 38-21 confuse you. Like, it wasn't like that. The game was close in the entire fourth up until about 7 minutes left in the entire game. But Jordan Waters can play. Big guy, strong, not that fast. Definitely got some good feet, but not fast as far as north-south. But east-west, he's got great feet, agile. His initial burst is very good, but that breakaway speed, I'm not sure we will have trouble if he does get in the open getting to him after that. Again, KC, Kevin Concepcion is cold. Great receiver, sophomore. I think he's like 5'10", $190. Strong hands. He is their Percy Harvin. He is their Kadarius Toney. He is their, Squirrel White, if I would say. He's the guy you want to have. They want to get him the football. I think he had almost 14 touches last week. They're going to do they put him at running back. They put him in the slot. They move him around and try to hide him. They try to do everything they can to get him the football. And Tennessee, Josh Heupel said today in his interview, man, he said, we have to know where he is at all times. Will Brooks, we have to know where he is at all times. Everybody, the general consensus is Concepcion cannot be the guy that beats us. They do have another great tight end in Justin Jolly. Obviously, he transferred from UConn. We saw him last year in Neyland Stadium. He did nothing. He should have been a Vol, and this week we get the opportunity to show him why he should have been a Vol. Yeah, this is very true. I want to bring this up. Dylan Elam says NC State ran a double reverse pass in the second quarter against Western Carolina. They had to. They had nothing else to do, man. They couldn't do anything. But they have some pieces, Turn. That's what I'm trying to say. Offensively, they have some pieces. They have that one guy that's a baller. They got a quarterback that's been great in a bad conference. Key word. He's been great in a really bad conference. And now he's in the ACC. Did not play well last week. What does he look like against Tennessee? Their defense, they lost they had a guy last year who was in the running for the Butkus Award. He's gone now. And so really there's no big names on this defense that we should necessarily be completely worried about. Their defense, from the scouts that I've listened to, is they're good, but they're not great. They're not world beaters. They play a lot of zone. They don't want to play man-to-man. They play a ton of zone. They're going to try to make you take everything underneath. And honestly, that just lets me know that this is a game for Dylan Sampson and Cameron Seldon and Deshaun Bishop to eat. Last week, they gave up 6.3 yards per carry to Western Carolina. 6.3 yards to Western Carolina.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing too, though. Honestly, I mean, I think that's one thing I seen too Saturday is, I mean, I know it's UTC, but our running back room,
Bro,
dude, the top three are gonna play.
and I said this, Turn. I haven't even talked to you about this. I said this yesterday, me and C2. I said, unpopular opinion, Deshaun Bishop RB2 to me.
I told my buddy Matthew that Sunday morning. I said Deshaun Bishop RB2, bro.
To me.
I'm sorry, Cam Seldon.
The fact that this man hit the hole, completely stopped, waited, was patient, waited. I'm talking about hard stop. Hit the hole. He was like, hold on. It's not there yet. It's not there. Shoom, tutty. Come on, bro. Like,
and you gotta love. I mean, I know this plays into it for me too, bro. You gotta love the story.
You gotta love the story.
You're a local kid, not even a scholarship, a preferred walk on.
The three hats on his table are Coastal Carolina, Appalachian State, and Tennessee, the school that you just are dreaming that they would even take you.
You come in,
he bet on himself.
Work your butt off. I mean, you're 5'10", 200 pounds, but he's RB2 in my eyes too. I'm with you.
I cannot wait to see him develop this year. He's going to be great because he's still a redshirt freshman because of the injury last year. Mm-hmm. So he's a sophomore in school, but same year as Nico on the field. So you might see that connection for a minute.
Yeah, bro, and they haven't changed his number. I was sitting out there. I didn't know he changed to 18.
I didn't either. I was like,
I thought he was still 25, and then they came out there on kickoff return. I was like, the only 18 we have is the defensive line, Weathersby.
Yeah,
right. And I was like, he's not out there returning kicks. I was like, who is 18? And then he ran it, and I was like, oh, that's Deshaun Bishop, which I didn't know he was on kickoff either.
Mm-hmm.
Kickoff return.
Yeah. And so, overall, though, Tennessee should be able to run the football at will Saturday. I'm talking about that O-line should eat, and we should pound them. And what's going to happen is what happened on Saturday. Because of the run, that safety going to start biting and get in the box. And then what we're going to do? We're going to take the top off that thing because we got guys that can run, man. Dante can run. Chris can run. Brew, that man look. I don't know if it's the number change, but the boy looks amazing out there.
He definitely is faster. 100%
Way faster. And his hands are stronger than ever. Stronger.
And I don't know this is super random, but man, I swear we come up to the line with 2 plays called every play.
You might be right.
I think we have a run play and a pass play called. And if we've got the box, we're going to run it every time.
Yeah. You're not wrong. I mean, I finally saw, the game, this is funny. The plays on NCAA 25 when, it's like PA deep choice or something. And you got the 2 guys to the boundary and they literally are running like a small hitch, not even running a route really. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the other 2 guys are running a route. I actually saw it live for the first time. And I was like, wow, we really do this.
We really do this.
The first play of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, Squirrel and Brew don't even run routes. They just kind of jog out there. And they're only running 2 routes on one side of the field. And I was just like, we really do this. This is crazy.
If I'd have bet on that, I'd have lost a lot of money if you'd have told me we were going to throw it the first play of the game.
I told you we was going to throw it.
I would have lost a lot of money on that one.
Man, I mean, dude, what's the best way? And Saturday, we're going to throw it. Promise. We're going to let it see what's going to happen. And honestly, hot take. Saturday, depending on what they come out in, if they playing off the ball 5, 6, 7 yards, we know we taking a curl, right? But if they come out and they trying to play like cover 2 and the corners in the flat, and we stretch them all the way to the sideline, hey, bro, we're gonna take the top off first play. But here's one thing I even wanted to tell you, Turn. Did you notice this? I didn't see us come out in a stacked formation once Saturday.
We didn't come out and stacked. And
I saw trips like twice.
Yeah, they came out with a new one though, like a new formation. Did you see it?
Was it the one when Brew came around with the pitch?
No,
Or was it different?
it was it's shotgun. You got D-Samp, and then you got somebody right beside him.
Oh,
You send him out
yes.
in motion.
Yes. It was like quarterback, running back, another person.
Yeah,
Yes. And we ran the ball out of it.
yeah.
But yes, bro. Yes, that was nuts. That was nuts. My boy Everything Vol said quads ace. Quads ace is kind of what that is. He said we went 5 wide, said we went empty once or twice. It was quads ace. First time Heupel's done it. Yeah. Okay. Look, Dylan says PA deep choice is a goated play, by the way. It is goated. It is goated. No doubt about it. Yep, that's right. That's right, y'all. Let's see what it is over here as well. Tennessee Jr. says the offensive line was pretty weak. Our D line will own the line, bro. I hope so. That is what I want to see. The rotation was so deep on the defensive line. I was just like, there's so many bodies. I can't keep up with who's in. I'm just gonna wait to see who makes a tackle. Tyree West might be my dog for the year. Tyree West, my dog.
I agree with that.
He's the most underrated guy on that D line, bro. But you're gonna see more of Mr. North Carolina himself, James Pierce, this weekend. I can promise y'all. I can
100%.
promise. And when he's in, he ain't gonna be playing in coverage. He coming to get some. I'm gonna let y'all know. Last week, yeah, he was playing linebacker basically. He was playing slot. He was playing star. Saturday, he playing dog. That's what he playing. Cat dog. He going to get the cat. That's what he doing. I agree with you, Dylan. Jackson Moy and David Hobbs look great together. They did. Jackson Moy is going to be very good. He's still a freshman too, young guy, but he's going to make some noise. I'm excited about him. Turn, like we do every early week, who is NC State, yada, yada. What is the one thing this weekend that you would like to see from the defense first and then the offense? What would you like to see? And it make you feel like, man, Tennessee about to absolutely blow these cats out. Defense first. What's the one thing you want to see from them?
Get off the field, be able to get off the field, honestly. Don't give up. And what we were kind of talking about earlier, we really didn't get to see much of it, but I guess I'm just saying this because of the past. But be able to get off the field on third down. 3rd and 1, get off the field. 3rd and 25, be able to get off the field, not give up stupid stuff. Offensively,
for me, I'm gonna answer that defensive side. For me, bro, I got to see some turnovers. I know we saw one. We saw the fumble. If they test us and they want to throw the football, because they threw the football 40 times last week. They're gonna throw the ball. Can we see the athleticism that everybody's saying about Jermod McCoy? Ricky Gibson's back this week. According to Hype, Ricky Gibson could have played last week, but why? So he held him out. Sounds like Ricky's gonna get that go, which I wasn't mad. Like Jalen McMurray, he
He
ain't
played fine.
bad. He's
Yeah.
great. He's gonna be great back there. If I had a question mark about any corner I saw on the field, it was Jordan Matthews, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he would have turned his head around, bro, he could have had probably 2 picks.
100%.
It's just like, bro, get your head around. Like, but I think it's interceptions, bro. If we are getting pressure, if we are getting back there, we should be getting interceptions all night. And I need to see it.
Yeah, it all starts up front. You get pressure, you're gonna do stupid stuff.
Okay. Hey, listen, hot takes right here. Everything Vols, my boy Rezzy says, let's be real. Nico's getting 5 touchdowns. He's that dude. Did you see how frustrated he was when he missed the throw to Brazil? Yes. He's a competitor and a dog. You're not wrong. As soon as he let that ball go, he was pissed off. I mean, I remember watching him. He was hot butter. He was not happy about it at all.
Well, what was it Nico said in that post game?
Oh, he's like, somebody asked him about, like, how do you keep that same intensity? He said, oh, we keep our foot on their throat.
Yeah, I was like,
he did. I said, okay, that's my quarterback.
Very nonchalant about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He said, oh, keep our foot on their throat.
And he even called himself sloppy right there before half. When they asked him how he thought he played, he was like, you know, we played, we were okay, but we were real sloppy there before halftime.
Bro, dude's a gamer and a winner. He wants to win. And you can tell. Bro, mm-hmm. I think the biggest thing for him, before we talk about what we want to see offensively Saturday, dude was so cool, bro. He just cool. Like, there was never a moment where I was like, oh my God, Nico, what are you about to do? What are you about to do? I was just like, man, this dude out here working, bro. Yeah, like,
very, very calm.
Just cool. And that's why, like, this neutral site, you know, I'm excited to see what the stands look like. I feel like it's going to be a lot of orange in there, bro. I know it's only 2.5 hours from Raleigh, but it's 4 hours from Knoxville, and I guarantee you people already there. They said, man, I'm taking off all Labor Day. Charlotte got to be orange, period.
I looked at tickets, but, man, they're kind of steep for that game, to be honest with you.
I looked too, but I'm going to be somewhere else anyways. But I was like, man, I'm trying to go. And I started just looking at all the away games. Arkansas, I was like, man, I got to get to an away game other than Vandy because I know I'm going to be at the Vandy game. Dylan Elam says, it felt good not having to hold my breath every time we threw a forward pass. I'm sorry, Joe.
Not wrong.
No. Offensively, bro, what's the thing that you got to see Saturday?
Clean.
Again,
clean, man. I mean, we still had some false starts. I mean, I get it. We run fast, but I mean, a false start could be win or lose in one of these big games, to be honest with you. If it's 3rd and 1, we get a false start and it's 3rd and 6. I mean, it's a big difference. Or 4th and 1, 4th and 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I think for me, I want to continue to see the ball spread around. You know, I was impressed by how many guys touched the ball. Nico hit 10 different receivers, bro. 10. That's amazing to me. And if we can continue to do that, it is going to it's not going to ever allow teams to key. I think that's why in 2021, you know, the Hendon and Cedric Tillman connection, everybody knew where the football was going. So there was a lot of times where we couldn't get them the ball. So we were getting off the field on 3rd down. But now, bro, between Ethan Davis, Holden Stays, Bruce, Squirrel, Dante, Chris, Chaz, Caleb, Dylan Sampson is a weapon in the pass game, right? Like,
well, I think
pick your poison. Miles Kisselman, pick your poison. Pick whoever. Like, you have to figure out and decide what you want to do because you can't key on one guy. Because if you key on Dante because, oh yeah, he had 2 tutties last week and 3 catches, then you're gonna leave Chris butt naked, or you're gonna leave. It's a scary thing. It's scary.
It is. But it's because and it's nice when you have a quarterback that can go through the progressions.
And bro, he's not thinking twice about it. If it's not there, he ain't taking it.
I mean, of course he's going to have a favorite, you know, but I mean, I think Nico's going to hit who's open. Don't matter who's open.
Yeah, and you said like, of course he's going to have a favorite. I didn't see that.
I didn't either. I mean, if you want to say anybody, I would say Brew. He threw it to Brew more than anybody, but
yeah, because he's the safety blanket, right?
Yeah.
Like Brew is just so easy to say, shoot, nobody's there. Let me go to him. Like, let me just go to him.
He's the quick. Corner's gonna play 7-10 yards off. Okay, I'm gonna hit a quick curl. He gonna make a move and then go for about 30.
100%. 100%. You know, for me, again, like I said, it's the receiving core. I want to see it wide open. And I think the good thing about having so many guys, I think every receiver is going to have their game this year.
I agree with that.
Like, I think Squirrel's going to have that game. I don't know when. Chris is going to have that, oh my gosh, kind of game. Dante had a great game. He's going to have another one. You can tell he's locked. Brew is going to have that. Brew's going to be the consistent guy. Brew's going to have 4 to 6 catches every night because he's going to get the 10-yard curl, the 5-yard in, the 2-yard slant. He's going to get all of those balls that we know, hey, this guy's got strong hands. He's big. He's going to catch the football. Brew's an outside tight end, but fast. Fast. He's just going to catch the football in general. He is going to catch the football. So that's what I'm looking for. But Turn, y'all know how we wrap up. Go ahead, everybody. It's early. It is early. It is Monday. Labor Day. Hope everybody had a great day. Early score predictions. Chat, go ahead and drop them in. I haven't thought about it, to be 100% honest. I haven't thought about what I think. Before we even go in it, he said right here, Tim Rice says, what about Mike Matthews? I don't think Mike's going to play much this year. I'm going to be honest.
I think.
And he's been hurt.
I think they held him out.
Yeah. He's been hurt. Dylan Elam says this: we can dink and dunk NC State all game long if we want. Run game should be heavy, but I'm still expecting a Sports Center top 10 level performance from Nico. Rezi says, I'm telling you, he is going to be the greatest quarterback that Tennessee ever had. He broke a record his first start in Neyland. He did. Eric Jones says, our whole wide receiver room is good, even the freshmen. Can't wait till Saturday. Turn, before I start pulling up the chats, score predictions early in the week, how you feel about this game on Saturday?
I mean, I think you said it earlier. I mean, it's weird me saying this, but I'm pretty comfortable, to be honest with you. I think I got like 4. I really haven't thought about it, but I'm just going to say one out here. I'm going to say 45-21.
The line is 7.5, I believe, right now. It just updated again. ESPN's FPI matchup predictor has Tennessee 87.9 and NC State 12.1% chance to win. The line is 7.5, and the total is 60.5. 60.5 sounds about right, I would say. It could be a little more, could be a little less, but 60, but 7.5, bro. I guess that NC State, that last week just screwed them. It just sounds like it screwed them.
I think this is that game where Tennessee starts to get a little talk. Because I mean,
they got it.
Yeah.
Which is sad. Like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, I can't get on YouTube and not see somebody talking about Nico.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
And everybody's like, I don't want the hype to get to Nico's head. I'm like, his whole life has been hype. Like, he's dealt with this his whole life. This ain't gonna change nothing for him. It's business as usual. You feel me? For me, bro, before I dive into the chats, I think Tennessee's gonna win the football game. I think Tennessee is just better right now. Now, who says in 8 games, if we were to play NC State 8 games into the season, I could have something completely different to say. But I think they have a lot of transfers who are not used to playing together. I mean, when your starting quarterback is a transfer, that just tells you a lot. Like, that is, I don't care how much you're throwing to those guys. It's completely different when you're not throwing to those guys against your own team. Now you're playing different guys. And I just think, yes, they're going to score a couple touchdowns. They're going to score some points, but I just think we're going to score more. I've got Tennessee 38-10.
I think it's going to be I like us heavy. I like us by a lot.
I like 38-10, 38-17, something like that. But let's see what the chat says, man. My boy Rezi says 52-20 Vols. Man, Tim Rice, 48-17. Tennessee Junior, 42-17. Everybody's liking that 17 number. I like it. Dylan Elam, 52-10. Nico is done at halftime again. Oh, this is what Tennessee Junior had to say about that, Dylan. Eric B. Jones, he says Tennessee beats NC State 49-14. Adrian says the defense about to eat and feast all night. Eric then says Nico Iamaleava is him and has always been. I see Tennessee getting to the playoffs and being hard to beat with Nico, these running backs and wide receivers. Dylan says we're going to get up on them early and they're going to have to score a late pity touchdown with our threes in. Wow. Dylan, I ain't never seen you this confident. So you got me believing. Like you got me deep believing right now, bro. That's nuts. Oh man. Yeah. So I'm sticking with 38-17 and it's Monday. So you already know on Chop It Up Friday, it's going to change.
Yeah.
As we get closer and I start to think a little bit more about it, it's going to change. But man, y'all, we love y'all. We appreciate the love and support. Y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss a show. We'll be back on Friday for Chop It Up Friday and the One More Day episode where we're going to dive into Pump the Gas, Hit the Brakes, Keys to Victory, and our final score predictions of the week. We'll talk about any updates that happened as well. Biggest thing I guess I could mention is Emmanuel Oki, the tight end who has now been transitioned into a defensive end. He's out for the rest of the year towards ACL. So we wish him well and hope he can get a speedy recovery because he's going to play some minutes for us in the future, I believe. Y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, Apple and Spotify. Y'all know what to do. Rate it 5 stars. Let the people know why they need to listen. Straight Up Tennessee, baby, man. Turn, you got anything else, bro, before we wrap?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Adrian said Dylan been around him too long. Oh man, we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all back on the One More Day episode on Friday. For my guy Turn, man, it's your boy Ruck in the building. Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Let's go. Big Orange, man. It's time. NC State week, y'all. Just blow this up. Share this with whoever you need to, because on Friday, everything that I just said about a score, I'm already telling you right now. Tennessee scoring 50, but I'm out. We love y'all. We'll see y'all on Friday.